What's up, everybody? I'm Blakemore from SummitGuitarSchool.com, and today we're learning 5 must-know CCR riffs. Alright, I'm going to break down each one of these riffs note for note and strum for strum so that you'll be able to play them like the back of your hand and sound exactly like the recording. I'm also going to break down a little bit of the theory behind each one of the riffs so that you'll know kind of what the songwriter or the guitar player was thinking as these are happening. You kind of want to know what makes these riffs sound cool. And think about that when you're learning any song or any riff. What is it that this is doing that makes it sound cool? What's the main scale behind this, the chords that are being played behind the riff, all that type of stuff makes you a much better guitar player. So let's get started. Do me a favor, subscribe to the newsletter. Head over there and subscribe, and I'll send you a free bonus lesson that is not on YouTube once a month. We will not spam you, I promise. Also, consider liking and subscribing on this video. Follow us and like us on Instagram and Facebook. All right, Susie Q. This one's kind of interesting because I'm going to use my fingers and a pick, so it's a little bit more advanced, or you can just use only your fingers. So you're going to play, it's in the key of like a E, kind of an E rock blues thing. So I'm going to play with my middle and third finger a little bit. This one's kind of tricky. I'm going to break it down exactly the way he's playing it in the recording. So he's going 6th string, and then he plays 6th string, and then 3rd fret, 2nd string. He plays them together. And then he goes, that's 3rd fret, 2nd string, and then he goes 6th string open, 2nd fret, 3rd string. And then he plays that 3rd string open again. I'm using my middle finger for that one. So for that 3rd fret, 2nd string, I'm using my ring finger. And for that 2nd fret, 2nd string, I'm using my middle finger. Okay, so it's just like that. So he goes 6th string, 6th and 3rd fret, 2nd string. Then he goes 2nd fret, 3rd string. Plays them together. And then you play that 3rd string open, 6th string open. And then you play 2nd fret, 4th string with my middle finger and the pick on the 6th string open. Play it twice, it's an octave. So you go bum, bum, and then you go picking, open on the 5th string, hammer onto the 2nd fret, 5th string, 3rd string, 4th string open, and then a slight half step bend on the 3rd fret, 6th string. So that's I'll do that again. So the second half of that Susie Q riff, same as the first. Then he hammers on 2nd, 4th string open to the 2nd fret. So then he goes 2 on the 2nd fret, 6th string open. And then he goes open on the 5th string, hammer to the 2nd fret, 5th string, 4th string open, 3rd fret, 6th string, half step bend. So it's right, so the Green River riff is your 6-string open, and then a bluesy double stop here. That's middle finger on the 3rd fret, 3rd string, index, 2nd fret, 2nd string, and you're gonna go just like that. You're gonna pluck, slide, and then keep plucking. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you do the slide again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and on that 4th one, I play them both. My middle finger slides back from 4 to 2, and then I pull off. So it's. I'll do that again. This is the 2nd time on it. All right, so that first bit. All right, but you gotta do that a little quicker. So like, and when I do the pull off, this is kind of tricky thing, but I don't just jump up. I pluck, or I slide back, and then when I pull off, I let the string underneath the one I'm pulling off of catch me. So I'm like. That's how you get a good snap out from under your finger. And then you go. So on that part, you go open on the 4th string, hammer to the 2nd fret 4th string, and then you play that 2nd fret 4th string again. So it's. So. And then you go open on the 5th string, 2nd fret, hammer on. And then you go open on the 4th string, 2nd fret, hammer on, and then the 6th string. So I'll do that again, all that. And then 2nd, or open on the 4th, hammer on the 2nd fret 4th, play that 2nd fret 4th again individually, open on the 5th, hammer on to the 2nd fret, open on the 4th, hammer on to the 2nd fret, 6th string, and then 2nd fret 4th string, open on the 5th, hammer on the 2nd fret 5th, open on the 4th, open on the 5th, and then the riff starts again. So the whole riff. So the trick is getting that rhythm right with the hammer-ons right there in the 2nd half of the lick. So. I did it wrong, but so the trick is getting the rhythm down on the 2nd half of those hammer-ons, okay? So you got to really watch there because it's a little tricky, so you got to listen to the recording and listen to this, all right? So I'll play the whole thing again. It's just like that. So the tricky part is getting the rhythm right with the hammer-ons in the 2nd half of the riff. So it's like this. All right, I'll do that again. Fortunate son. You've got this. So you're outlining chords here. Outlining A, outlining G, outlining D, and then you're outlining A again, all right? So you got to know a little bit about why you're playing what you're playing and what makes it sound good. So you're going. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to play my middle finger on the 4th fret 3rd string. I'm going to slide it up to the 6th fret 3rd string. And then I'm going to play the 1st string 5th fret with my index. So, and that's like your A chord. Alright, so you're playing the 3rd of the A and the root. And then you come down here and you go 2nd fret 3rd string. Slide up to the 4th fret 3rd string. And your index plays the 3rd fret 1st string. So, and that's outlining a G, all right? So that first 2 licks, all right? And then you're gonna outline a D. Sounds just like D, right? So what I'm doing here is I'm gonna hammer on, open on the 3rd string. We're gonna do open on the 3rd string, hammer onto the 2nd fret 3rd string, and then with my middle finger, and then my 3rd finger plays the 1st string 2nd fret. All right, you could do index and middle there instead of 2 and 3, but I like 2 and 3. All right, and that's outlining your D. So, and then you've got your A. And then you're going to open on the 3rd string, same hammer on, 2nd fret 3rd string with your middle finger, and then you pluck that 1st string open. And then you do the 3rd fret, 5th string, and it's a 1/4 step bend. So it's just barely a bend. Then you play the 5th string open. So that's outlining A, outlining G, outlining D, outlining A, and then a little bluesy pull or bend. So then you got to play that with attitude. All right, let's take a look at Up Around the Bend. It's basically bouncing back between 2 chord arpeggios, all right? So if you know your A major bar chord and your D major bar chord, it's bouncing back between the two, but you're only playing a little bit of it, a little triad. A triad is a 3-note chord, so you're not having to strum all 6 strings. So if you're having trouble with bar chords, you don't really need them for this little lick, okay? What we're doing is we're playing the 3rd, the 5th, and the root of the A, and the 3rd, the 5th, and the root of the D. So we've got a D, and that's F sharp, A, D, and then we've got C sharp, E, A, okay? So for the first lick, your middle finger slides from the 9th fret up to the 11th fret, 3rd string, and then your index, so you gotta play that 4th string open first. So you go open, and then you slide middle finger 9 into 11, and then your index comes back and bars over the 1st string 10th fret and the 2nd string 10th fret. So it's like this. And then you play the 1st string, 2nd string, 3rd string, 2nd string. So it's just like that. So the riff is. Twice. So this is like just a little slide into this triad. So you're going. I'm alternate picking that 2nd, 3rd, 2nd variation there. So I'm going 4th string open. Kind of alternate picking all of it. So you don't have to. If you're kind of more of a beginner, you could go. Feels unnatural. So once you get into more advanced playing, you want to make sure you try to alternate pick your scale so that it feels more natural when you're playing it in a song. So and then you play the 5th string open, you do the same exact riff except for you slide 4 to 6 and your index bars the 1st and 2nd string 5th fret. So then you go except for you do that A once. So back to the D. So A, D. And that's how you play Up Around the Bend's main riff. All right, Run Through the Jungle. For this one, you have to tune to drop D. I like to challenge students by having them play the 4th string open and then pluck their 6th string and have them tune down to see if it and get it to match up. So you want to get really good at using your ear as you develop as a guitar player. So you play your 4th string and then you play your 6th string and you kind of go down until you think you're there. And then when you think you might be close, as soon as they sound similar, like you can hear there, it doesn't sound right. But if I go a little lower, we'll start to line up. And then, once you're pretty close, then you can double check with a, then you might want to double check with a tuner. That way you know. All right, so let's talk about this riff. It's kind of cool. I love this. It just makes me think of the 60s. So, you're going to play. So you play your 6th string open, and then you go 1st fret. You go 6th string open, 1st fret, 2nd string, 2nd fret, 3rd string. So just like that. And then you do a 3 and a 2 here. So it's 2nd fret, 3rd string, 3rd fret, 2nd string, and you go. You play just like a little D power chord, just playing these 2 notes. So it's. And you play those, and then you double that 2, play that 2 on the 3rd string again, 1 on the 3rd string, open on the 3rd string, 3 on the 4th string, open on the 4th string. So I'll do that again. Yeah, there it is. So I messed that up, but. And then it goes 0 on the 5th, 3rd fret on the 5th, 4th string open, and then back to the 6th string. So it's. So that whole first bit. And then you do it again. And that time it changes. So you go. Then you do 2nd fret, 3rd string, 3rd fret, 2nd string. And then you play that, and then I go 2 and 3 there. And then I go 1 on the 2nd string, 3 on the 2nd string, 1st fret, 1st string. So. And then back to the 2 and the 3, little D power chord. And then you go 2, 1, 3, 2 on the 3rd string, 1 on the 2nd string, 3 on the 2nd string. All right, this whole song is kind of in the key of like a D blues. So I'll do that again. So let me break it down one more time because this one's a little trickier than the first. So you're going to go 6th string, then 1st fret, 2nd string, 2nd fret, 3rd string, 2-finger D power chord, 2nd fret, 3rd string, 3rd fret, 2nd string. You play those 2, 2nd fret, 3rd string, you double it, 1st fret, 3rd string, open 3rd string, 3rd fret, 4th string, open 4th string, 0 5th string, 3 5th string, open on the 4th, 6th string. And then that, when you play that 6th string low D, then you're back into the main riff again. And then it changes. Here it goes, when you get to the 3 and the 2, 2nd fret, 3rd string, 3rd fret, 2nd string, you go, you play it once, join straight to the 1st fret, 2nd string, 3rd fret, 2nd string, 1st fret, 1st string, back to that 2-finger chord, and then you go 2nd fret, 3rd string, 1st fret, 2nd string, 3rd fret, 2nd string. And that's the riff.